Okay, so we are now looking at the last part of finance. We are looking at the balance outstanding and also the sinking funds. Now let's check here. There's something that you need to understand here. Now we are saying if let's say you are supposed to pay your money, your loan over, let's say over 12, should I say 12 payments. So it's T0 up until T12, then T1, T2, T2, goes on like that. Now, what we have here, we can just say T11 here. Now, what happens is that we are saying when you are making payments over a period of 12 payments, okay, equal 12 payments, then you find that we want to see, all right, you are repaying amount, maybe you are repaying 200,000. You are repaying, let's say 200,000. That's your loan. So 200,000 here. It is zero. That's your loan. And what you're saying now, what is the balance after your second payment, or let's say third payment? What is the balance after a third payment? So balance third payment here, what you need to do is that you are looking at PV at this amount at this time here. You're looking at what? At PV. And this PV is what you're looking for. So this one is the balance. Balance after how many payments? 3 payments. After 3 payments. And here now we are saying your N now, your N will be equals to 12 minus 3, which will give us what? 12 minus 3, it give us what? It give us 9. So N will be 9. From N equal to 12, we are saying N will be 9 in this case. So we'll be looking at PV of 8. That particular, that's what we call a balance. So let's try to check here with what we call real examples. Now let's check here. Kevin takes out a loan, a bank loan, to pay for his new car. He repays the loan by means of monthly payments of 3,000 for a period of 6 years, starting 1 month after granting of the loan. The interest rate is 18% per annum, compounded monthly. Now, calculate the purchase price. We are looking at PV here. So PV is equals to X in bracket 1 minus 1 plus UI, the power of negative N, all over I. Now we're looking for PV. That's the one in the question. We are X, our X is 3,000. We want to know how much was the loan. N is equals to what? 6 times is you check your compound. That's going to determine your N. 12, 6 times 12, because 6 years times 12 monthly, which you're going to get 72. Then what is our I? Our I is 18% over 1,200. So we're looking at PV. We're going to say our PV is going to be equals to X is 3,000. 1 minus 1 plus, what is it? 18 over 1,200 to the power negative. Negative what? Negative 72. All over what? I is 18 over 1,200. Okay. What do we get there? Let's see what we get. We get our 3,000, sorry, 2 brackets, 1 minus, another bracket, 1 plus 18 over 1,200 to the power of negative 72. Okay, then what do we do? Okay, let's say add another bracket there, and open 18 400. We get our answer is 131,534. This answer looks familiar, but here we're just gonna say it's gonna be just 0.00 there. You'll find it at some point. But anyway, let's move on. Calculate the balance outstanding after 20th payment. The 20th payment. So what I see now, we have made from here, we have 72 payments. T72. Then you're saying at T20, T0, we are saying is 131,000. Here, so we're saying now, how much are we owing now? After paying for 20 payment, first 20 payments, what is now the, what is it, the balance? That balance is what we're saying, N. You are saying N here, you say 72 minus 24, minus 20. 72 minus 20, we get 52. So N will be 52 in this case. Now N is equal to 52. Once N is equal to 52, what do we do now? That's our I remains the same. Then we're not going to, so we're looking for PV. That's the one that is in question. Our what you call our X is still 3,000. So we're going to say PV is going to be equals to 3,000. 1 minus 1 plus 18 over 1200 negative 52 over 18 over 1200 3,000. Okay, 1 minus 1 plus 18 over 1200. The power negative 52. We close there. 18 over 1200. We get that. What do we get there? We get 107,786,23. That's what we have here. This is the balance outstanding after 20 payment. This is our balance outstanding here. Okay, so do you have any challenges here? You can answer, okay? Now let me see question C. Now question C is calculate the balance outstanding after the 60 payment. Now let me just do this. I'm going to separate here. Now 60 payment, we are saying at T0 again. You can see that what is owing now is less than what was owing before. So it was 131,000 here. A T20 now is what? 107. 786,23. That's what is owing now. That's our new amount now. Now let me see here. We are saying a T0 is owing 131,534. What about it? We are saying up until T72. Then T60. Want to see after this payment, how many payments left here? N is going to be equals to 72 minus 60, which will get what? 12. So N is equals to 12 here. Then what is our I? Our I remains the same. So we're looking at this amount here, PV at here. At T60. That's what we need to do here. Then what do we do now after that? We're going to say PV is equal to our 3,000, 1 minus 1 plus, 18 over 1200 to the power negative 12. That's our new N now, over 18 over 1200. Want to see how much are we owing there? We're going to say, okay, 3,000. 1 minus 1 plus 18 over 1200. Some of you are very good in doing this, but the problem comes that you write something that is not visible. I don't know what must we do now when we're marking. You write something that is not visible at all. So is owing 32,000. Kevin is owing 32,722.52 rand. So you can see that amount is also, it's actually decreasing as time goes on. You can see that this amount here is decreasing with time. Okay, let's move on to the next question here. We are saying Lerato takes out a bank loan and repays the loan by means of equal quarterly payments of 2,000 starting 3 months in 3 months time. The interest rate is 18% per annum compounded quarterly, and the duration of the loan is 10 years. Calculate the amount borrowed. Calculate the balance outstanding after the 30th payment has been made. Now here, what do we need to do here? We know that our N. So when I see what is the amount borrowed, here's the trick here. This person borrowed money, and in 2 months, let me check here. Lerato takes out a bank loan and repays the loan by means of what? By means of equal payments of 2,000 starting 3 months. Now this is accumulated quarterly. That's why I'm saying after starting 3 months. So your time now, your timeline, when you're saying T1, T2, when you're saying your T1, T0, T1, your T1 in this case here, so that you can understand much better here. T2, T1 here is 3 months. T2 is 6 months, so that you understand this better. Then T3 is what? 8 months. Oh, 9 months. Then T4 is 12 months. That's why we're saying it's 4 times in a month. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times in a month. So that's what you need to understand here. So don't worry. Say, oh, still, you were saying if we're starting to pay 3 months after, that one was accumulating. So where should we get the first for 2 months? No, don't worry. We are saying it's accumulating, compounding quarterly. So don't stress about that. Now we're saying here, amount borrowed, we are still looking for PV, which is because X 1 minus 1 plus I, the power of negative N, all over I. What is our X? Our X is 2,000. What is our I? Our I is 18 over 400 because we are saying quarterly. What is our N? We are saying it's for how long? Equal payments for 10 years. So it's going to be 10 times 4. Okay, 10 times 4, which is going to be equal to 40. So we've got 40 there. So what else do we need there? We don't need anything. We're going to say 2,000. 1 minus 1 plus I, 18 over 400 to the power negative 40 all over I. What is I? 18 over 400. What is the answer there? Let's punch the calculator together. You must also punch because I might make a mistake here, okay? So some of the things I might make a mistake, please don't take it personal. 1 minus 1 plus, but I try my best not to make mistakes because I encourage you not to make mistake. So that's what you need to understand. Now let's have that 18 over 400. Okay, what do we get there? We get 36,803.17 rand. That is the amount borrowed. Amount borrowed will round out 50 decimal places. And another thing that you can do, if you want to use the value in future, you say you punch shift store A. Then you can use it in future. Now we're saying calculate the balance outstanding after 30th payment has been made. Now you know that, what do we know? T0. T0 up to at T40. But we are saying T30. Goes on like that. At T0, what do we have? 36,000. 3,683. Click here. recall A. Yeah, 30,803. I made a mistake here. 30,803. I just spoke about mistakes now. 803 there. Okay, so you see the good thing about saving 803, comma what? 17. That's what you borrowed here at T0. Then now we're saying at T30, we are looking at PV there. What is our N? N is equals to 40 minus 30. We get what? 10. We're looking, well, let's say it's 10. Because remember, you calculate the amount that you're supposed to pay, the whole amount. And that amount should be high. But here now, because we're left with 10 months now, it means that our balance is less than 36,000. So now let's see. PV is equals to, what is our 2,000? 1 minus 1 plus, what is our I? Our I is 18 over 400 to the power of what? Negative 10 all over 18 over 400. I don't know what's happened there. You can't write nicely. 2,000, sorry. We'll put our 2 bracket, 1 minus 1 plus 18 over 400 to the power of negative 10. Okay. 18 over 400. Then what do we get there? We get 15,000. So left 15,825.44 rand. Okay, so it's gonna be 825.44 rands. Okay, so for this one, you need to go and do it, guys. You need to go and do it for this one. And the answers, let me just try to check. The answer is going to be 31 here, 31,000. 3,160, comma 06. Okay, the next one for B is going to be 76,841.42. Okay, I want you to go and practice and find those answers. Okay, so remember, you can also communicate on the portal, on the classroom. You can also communicate if you're not getting the answers. Okay, so communicate, please. Don't hesitate. And also you can send me your work that you have done. Okay. Now let's move on now to what you call, what is it? Let's check here, to sinking funds. Now, understand something here. You buy a machine. Don't worry, me, I'm a science teacher. I don't know the spellings. Machine now in 2021 now. Now in 2021 now, the machine is costing 35,000. Now it's costing 35,000 now, then you buy it. But when you buy it, it's going to depreciate. So you say, let's say in 5 years' time. In 5 years' time, this one is a store, 35,000. In 5 years' time, when you're using it, it's a depreciate. And when you depreciate it, get what you call a scrap value. And that scrap value can be in 5 years' time, can be 5,000. But the thing is, let's just say 15. Oh, should you say 5? Let's just say 15,000. Okay. Now, but in 5 years' time, that machine, same machine in the store, is appreciating. So appreciating is increasing in price. Increase in price means say maybe you can get it now, in 5 years' time, it's going to be 38,000. So this one now is now actually the cost, new cost. It will be a new cost. Now, here is the story now. You buy the machine, and you know that, oh, guys, this machine costs 35,000, but the problem is that we can't pay, we can't buy that machine. We can't have 38,000 in 5 years' time. Okay, we can't have, what is it, 38,000? Okay, so what must we do? Our machine still in 5 years' time is going to depreciate. We're going to sell it at a scrap value of 15,000 rand. So we see now, all right. So in 15 years, in 5 years' time, we will need some money. And that money, how much will it be? Because we are going to sell it for 15,000. Then what must we do now? When we sell it for 15,000, it means that we are going to buy for 30,000. So how much will we need? Money needed. And this money here needed is what called sinking fund. So we say 38,000 minus 15,000, 23,000. So we are looking at what we call sinking fund. So this fund is gonna help us to add to this so that we can get what 38,000. So sinking fund, we are saying cost, new cost minus scrap value. 38,000 minus 15,000, we get 23,000. So this amount that we will need in five years. So we need to start saving for this amount. Now, when we are saving for this amount, we are saving to get this amount, and this becomes our what we call our future value. This becomes our future value because we need this amount in what? In 5 years. So we start now see, okay, so if we need 23,000 in 5 years, how much do we now put in every month? You'll be now looking for X. Because you'll be having the future value, you'll be now looking for X. To say, how much should we put if the money is going to earn interest of maybe, let's say 10%? How much should we put now monthly? So that's how you must know that. So here you're using depreciation formula. You're using A is equals to P1 minus I to the power of N. For depreciation, for appreciation, you're using A is equals to P1 plus I to the power of N. So you're going to do this to find the increased amount. You're going to do this to find depreciation amount. You subtract the two to find sinking fund. Then you use the future value to find how much should I pay monthly to achieve this amount. I hope this is very much clear, guys. Let's get to the question and see what's happening here. These are the questions that comes in the exam, and you mustn't lose them. Now let's find here a car wash business purchases large washing equipment for 140,000. The cost of the new machine is expected to rise by 18% per annum, while the rate of depreciation is 20% per annum on the reducing balance. The lifespan of the machine equipment is 6 years. Now, find the scrap value of the original equipment. Scrap value of the original equipment, we are looking at scrap value is after what? Depreciation value. So it's actual depreciation value. Then what do we do now? A is equals to what? P1 minus I, the power of N. What is our A? We want it. What is our P? We have it, 140,000. What is our I? It's what? 12% per annum. This one per annum is compounding what? Per annum. So yearly, so it's going to be 18 over 100. Don't need to stress about that. Then what do we do now? We substitute here 140,000 in the bracket 1 minus 18 over 100 to the power of what? What is our n? Our n here, we are told that 6 years. Our n is 6, so the power of 6. So let's check here what will happen here. So new price will be less. 1 minus 18 over 100 to the power of 6. We get, oh, what happened there? Okay, let's delete that. Let's delete that to the power of 6. What do we get there? We get 42,560,93. So now the machine will be costing in 6 years, will be costing what? Scrap value of what? 42,560,93 rands. But find the cost of the new equipment. Equipment, new cost, new cost. So this one here is accumulated amount. So accumulated amount, or you should say after appreciation. Accumulated amount. So here, what are we going to do? We are still going to use the same thing. Accumulated amount, if we say A is equals to P1 plus I, the power of N. So what is our A is what we are looking for. What is our P is what is 140,000. This one is in the store. This one is a store price. Then here 140,000. What is our I? 18 over 100. N is equal to 6. Then what is our A? A will be equals to 140,000. 1 plus what is our I? 18 over 100. What is our N? 6. What is the answer? We check here. Okay, it's fine. 140,000. We put the bracket. What is it here? 1 plus 18 over 100, the power of 6. What do we get there? We get 377,934,58 rand. Oh, sorry. I made a mistake here. I made a big mistake here, but it's fine, guys. Let me just try to check with you here. Here we're saying expected to rise by what? By 18%. Now, this is the 18%. Yeah, it's fine, but it's expected to depreciate. Expected to depreciate. I'm going to wrap here, guys. Sorry about that. Depreciate 20,000. I hope we are still here. Here should be 20. It's actually far much less than this. Okay, I got carried away there. So we are using 20. Then here's 20. Then let's put it 20 there. The appreciation is fine. 140,000. So I think this mistake, you must learn from it. You mustn't make that mistake, okay? Because you can make that mistake using the same percentage like what I just did here. Okay, then what do we get there? We see that is very much less. It's going to be 36,700,16. That's what we have here. So this is the scrap value. This one is appreciation. Now let's check here. Find the value of the sinking fund that will be required to purchase the new machine in 6 years if the proceeds from the sale of old equipment will be used. Now, what do we know? Sinking fund will be equals to the cost, new cost now, new cost minus scrap value, which is going to be equals to 377,934,58 minus 36,700,16. So let's check here. 377,934,58 minus 36,700,16. What do we get? We get 341,234,42. This is our scrap value. Okay. Now, the business sets up a sinking fund to pay for a new equipment. Payments are to be made into the what? Into the account, paying 13%, 13.2% per annum, compounded monthly. Find the monthly payments if they are to commence 1 month after the purchase of the old machine and cease at the end of the 6-year period. Okay. Now here we are looking, we are given this one. Remember, it acts as our FV. That's our FV. So we are going to use the formula for FV is equals to X bracket 1 plus I of n minus 1 all over I. And what are we looking for? We are looking for X because we want to find monthly payments. We are looking for X. And what is our FV? FV is already 341. That's the amount that we need in future for 2. Okay. Then what is our I? Our I here will be what? 13,2 over 1200. Okay. Then what do we get there? We get, what is it? What is our N? Our N is going to be, it's for how long? Compounding monthly, it's for how long? For 6 years. So it's going to be 6 times 12. We're going to give us 72. Okay. Then now what do we do now? We are looking for X. So X, remember, we're going to say FV, what is it? 341,234,42 all over this 1 plus I, which is what? 13,2 over 1200 in bracket to the power of n, what is 72 minus 1 over I, 13,2 over 1200. Okay, then what we get is our X. Let's punch that in our calculator. Let's have that amount divided by, put that in bracket, 1, okay, sorry. 1 plus 13,2 over 1200 was its monthly, the power of 72, the power of 72 minus 1. Okay, let's close that. Then what do we have here? We are going to say over 13,2 over 1200. Okay, let's put the bracket to close. Okay, it means that we need to delete maybe 1 here. Let's see if we're getting the answer. Okay, so we have 3,132,47. This is the amount that should be paid in the sinking fund account so that we can have all the amount that we need to purchase what? The new machine. That's how it goes here, guys. That's how it goes. I think you've mastered it. That's how it goes here. That's how it goes, that you need scrap value, you use depreciation, you use new cost, you use appreciation, you use compound formula, you use the sinking fund you subtract, then from there FV you get, what is it? You know that your FV is your sinking fund that you need. The last part here, let's check here. We are looking at this question here. Due to load shedding, a restaurant buys a large generator for 227,851. It depreciates at 23% per annum on the reducing balance. A new generator is expected to appreciate in value at a rate of 70% per annum. A new generator will be purchased in 5 years. Now find the scrap value of the old generator. So here, generator, scrap value, A. Here, now you know A is equals to P, 1 minus I, the power of N. What is our P there? 227,851, comma, sorry, comma, open the bracket, 1 minus, what is our I? The depreciation, for depreciation, to find the scrap value, we're using 23 over 100 to the power of N. What is our N? Our N is 5, was 5 years. No, there's no compounding monthly or it's compounding yearly. So it's going to be 227,851, bracket, 1 minus 23 over 100. We close the bracket to the power of 5. We get 61,674.35 rand. That's the what? That's the what is it? Let's just store this. Store in A because we want it with the 77. Now let's check here. Find the cost of the new machine in 5 years. Cost of the new machine is going to appreciate. So here we're going to say A is going to be equals to P in bracket 1 plus I, the power of N, 227,851 in the bracket 1 plus 20, now 17% over 100 to the power of 5. What do we get there? 227,851. Open the bracket, 1 plus 17 over 100. We close the bracket to the power of 5. What do we get? We get 499,551,48. Okay, then rand. Shift store B. Let's store it in B. Okay, now what do we do now? The restaurant will use the money received from the sale of the old machine, scrap value, as part of the payment. Now here, the rest of the money will come from the sinking fund that was set up when the old generator was bought. Monthly payments, which started 1 month after the purchase of the old generator, have been paid into the sinking fund account, paying 11% per annum, compounded monthly. The payment will finish 3 months before the purchase of the new machine. Calculate the monthly payments into the sinking fund that will provide the required money for purchasing the new machine. So we need to first find the sinking amount. Sinking fund is going to be equals to 499,551,48 minus 61674,35. Then we're going to say B. We can just recall B minus recall A. We get what? We get 437,877,1297. We want it because we haven't reached the final answer. Now we are told that the generator now is going to be, this is our FV. This is our FV, guys. FV. Remember, FV. Now, on this FV, we are using the formula FV is equals to X in bracket what? 1 plus I of N minus 1 over I. But there's something that you need to understand here. What is our FV? Our FV, we have it already. We have it 437,877,1297. What about our I? Our I is now 11,4 over 1200 because compounding monthly. Then what else do we need here? Our N is very much tricky because they say it's going to end 3 months back, 3 months before. 3 months before you purchase of the what you call 3 months purchasing what? Before purchasing. So the payment will finish 3 months. Now, what does it mean here? It means that calculate the single fund that will require amount of purchasing the new machine. So we're going to say what? We're going to say FV is N is what? N is going to be equal to 5 years. It's going to be 5 years here. 5 times 12 minus 3. What do we get? 60 minus 3. 57. Now we are getting 57 there. Okay. So here we are looking for what? For X. X will be our final, which is what? Which was our FV 437. Four, 3, 7, 8, 7, 7, 1, 2, 9, 7 over. What do we get there? We are putting the values there. 1 plus our I is 11,4 over 100 over 1200 over 1200. Sorry about that. To the power what? 57 minus 1. 11,4 over 1200 because it's compounding monthly. Okay, then we say our answer recall B minus recall A. We get that. Then we divide it. Say divide, we put the bracket there. We say 1 plus our I is 11,4 over 1200. We close the bracket, the power 57. Okay, minus 1. Okay, then we put down here, it's 11,4. 11,4 over 1200. Close there. I think we made a mistake there. Okay, guess it is another. So it's gonna be A is gonna be 5,824,50. So that's what we have here. That will be paid on a monthly basis. Okay. So I hope you guys you understand this part of sinking fund. So what you have to master that if they just ask you sinking fund, you know that I must first get the appreciation. I must get also the depreciation. Then I subtract the two. Then I get the sinking fund. I think I've already explained it clearly here that how do you get your sinking fund and how it actually works when you're dealing with sinking funds. Okay. So I hope you guys understand. Thank you so much. This is the end of the finance. So next time we'll actually be attempting question papers. Okay. Thank you.